Our focus this hour on the court summoning former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and former Coal Secretary Parakh in connection with the coal scam. There's a reaction coming in from Mr. Parakh. Let's listen in.
I don't think I would like to make any comments on this.
Were you taken by surprise that you have been summoned, sir? Did it come as a surprise to you? You were not expecting something like
this? It did come as a surprise.
And what's the indication that it sends? Because the former Prime Minister, it has also been summoned along with you. You have spent all your life, your career as an honest bureaucrat. So that's why, does it kind of come as a rude shock?
Well, as I already said, it came as a surprise to me. But the court has its own method of working. So let's see what court does.
So you always said that you're willing to cooperate in the investigation and also...
I have always cooperated. I mean, CBI never said that I have not cooperated with that.
So what are you expecting? So what will you likely be questioned on? Any expectations? What will you likely be questioned on?
I don't know, because as of now only appearance has been reported in the press. I have not received any summons as yet.
आप अपनी तरफ से कोई दलील अपनी तरफ से क्या रखने वाले हैं?
मैंने जो दलील रखनी थी मैंने सीबीआई के सामने पूरी डिटेल में रख दी ऑलरेडी.
सर प्रधानमंत्री को भी इसमें किया गया समन, उनका भी इन्वॉल्वमेंट पूरा है, इस पे क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
यही बोल रहा हूँ मैं कि इस बारे में अब मेरी तरफ से कोई कमेंट करना एप्रोप्रिएट नहीं रहेगा.
सर लेकिन आप अपने टेन्योर में जब पीएम के पास कोल मिनिस्ट्री का चार्ज था, आपने बार बार रेज किया था ओपन बिडिंग की बात आपने कही थी, और अभी वो फिर से वो बिडिंग हो रहा है. और ऑफ कोर्स जो कैग ने जो असेसमेंट किए थे करीब करीब उसी तरीके की चीजें सामने है, उनको गवर्नमेंट को काफी ज्यादा प्रॉफिट हो रहा है. क्या की बात सही है? उस इशू को आप कैसे देखते हैं? और ये जो डेवलपमेंट है, कहीं लगता नहीं है कि एक विसिल ब्लोअर इस पूरे मामले में आप एक विसिल ब्लोअर रहे हैं और आप ही कटघरे में आ रहे हैं?
ऐसा है कि अभी आप सिर्फ स्टेज पे पहुंचे हैं ताकि कोर्ट ने कॉग्निजेंस लिया है. कोर्ट ने ये तो नहीं कह दिया कि मैं कुछ गलत काम कर दिया. तो वी हैव टू वेट एंड सी.
So you are still waiting for any official communication?
Yes, I have not yet received any official communication.
So if this morning when we spoke to you, you said yes, you would be willing to. After months, they did take you by surprise this morning?
Yes, it did. I was not expecting this to happen.
You had explained your case, you had mentioned about the screening committees, what exactly happened in the Talabira 2 block case. Afterwards, what really has happened that they needed to summon you and the ex-PM for this? Because you had explained the entire process as it happened at that particular point in time, but did they feel that you had acted too independent-mindedly in that sense?
Well, what is it that I can say now? Because I have explained my case already to everybody. Now, court has taken a view. We will have to see what further action court takes.
सर आप जब पहले शुरुआत के दिनों में हमारी आपसे बात होती थी, आप बार बार ये कहते थे कि पीएम को भी इस मामले में उनसे पूछताछ होनी चाहिए. अब तो पीएम को
मैंने कभी ऐसा नहीं कहा. मैंने हमेशा ये कहा कि इस केस में कोई गलत डिसीजन नहीं हुआ है. जो डिसीजन है वो सही डिसीजन है. लेकिन अगर सीबीआई ने सोचा कि इसमें कुछ गलत डिसीजन है तो फिर इस डिसीजन को लेने वाले सभी लोग उसमें शामिल होना चाहिए. मैंने ये कभी नहीं कहा कि पीएम ने गलत डिसीजन लिया.
So once again, perhaps it's the meeting that you had with the industrialists that has led to this. Is there anything more to it? As you said, you had explained your case, but is there more political overtones to this entire thing of you being summoned?
Difficult for me to say any such thing because I have no evidence to say that there is any political issue.
So you have always maintained that you followed the order of the government, like being working there. So do you think this has come as a surprise? You've already mentioned that this decision also, like you were working what the government was telling you to do.
I already said this has come to me as a surprise. I was not expecting that this will happen.
But you were all taking orders what were coming from the ministry and all the government.
No, you see, as a secretary you don't receive orders. You make proposals and then finally minister takes the decision and you comply with whatever decision minister takes.
So if you may once again ask you that thing about, that question has been asked you earlier about Neyveli Lignite Corporation having suffered losses because of your decision to reverse the earlier decision of not allotting it to Hindalco.
I had already explained it that Neyveli did not suffer any losses. It was not that Neyveli was deprived of it. The block was allotted equally between Hindalco and Neyveli, and in our perception both of them were equally entitled and therefore it was a very fair decision.
But Neyveli still would have had to put up money in order to buy that coal.
Fine, because everybody who is entitled in terms of a government policy has to get whatever is due to him. So if Nevali is due, if Nalco is also due, both of them had been given half.
As a bureaucrat, sometimes you have to take decisions which may not be totally defined within the law, which you see as in the best interest of the situation. What is the tricky part which you see in this case, which could have been something that you took a decision and the government or the agencies now are in disagreement about?
My perception, there was absolutely nothing wrong in this decision. It was a fair decision and it was a correct decision. There is nothing illegal about it in my perception.
And there is no influence of an industrialist meeting because of which this reversal happened.
You see, when matters of this kind are being decided, not only Mr. Birla, hundreds of other people had been meeting me and requesting for their cases to be considered. So it's a very normal process. Whoever has any problem with the government, he will come and meet whoever is in the process of taking decision.
CBI seems to be disagreeing with the process.
Sorry?
CBI seems to be in disagreement.
CBI originally disagreed, then finally they agreed that there was nothing wrong. They therefore submitted a closer report. Now there is a different view which has emerged.
Because of change of government, you feel?
And I already said I have absolutely no reason to believe that there are any political reasons for this.
No, but as you said that they had closed the report, but now they are reopening the question.
Government has not played any role. No? It is the court which wanted further investigation to be done. So you can't attribute any political overtones to it.
But it's CBI which is changing step.
मेरी तरफ से और कुछ भी बताने की जरूरत नहीं.
They keep talking about that meeting. What did Mr. Birla say that made you change your mind at that point in time, because of which you reversed your earlier decision?
Mr. Birla made a representation. He gave me a copy of representation he had given to Prime Minister. And what was content of that letter has been discussed in detail in the note files of the ministry. There is nothing surreptitious about it. I have not gone and met Mr. Birla somewhere in his guest house or his hotel room. He came to my office, he made a representation. I have considered his representation. And all the details have been given in much greater detail in my book as to how the whole process happened.
But did you feel that the earlier decision was erroneous in that case? After his representation, you reconsidered?
Well, I won't say it was erroneous in the sense that since Nevali was my own ministry's company, I thought that it will be good to give it to Nevali, but when he made a representation that why should we be discriminated just because we are a private company and a government company, I thought there was a logic in his representation and the decision needs to be reviewed.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was the former secretary who also has been summoned by the court along with former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh in the coal scam. This is the big story we're tracking this afternoon. Former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh has been summoned as an accused in the coal scam by a special court. Dr. Singh has been summoned by the special court along with the other accused who have to appear before the court on the 8th of April. Dr. Manmohan Singh held the coal portfolio at the time of the alleged scam. The court has summoned that former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh along with top bureaucrats and industrialists on charges of criminal conspiracy, breach of trust and under provisions of the Prevention of Corruption Act. Industrialist Kumar Mangalam Birla and former Coal Secretary P.C Parakh have also been summoned as accused by this special court. In fact, we heard from the former Secretary P.C Parakh a short while back where he said that he's already shared whatever information he had with the CBI. Let's get a word from Irata Satya Sudhir, who's with us on the phone line. Sudhir, what more details can you share with us?
Well, we just spoke to P.C Parakh, former coal secretary, who has also been summoned by the court in this particular coal case, along with former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and officials of Hindalco. What P.C Parakh says is that, yes, he was taken by surprise by the fact that he was also summoned. He was not expecting this. He still maintains that there was really nothing wrong in the meeting that he had with industrialists, saying that many industrialists have come to him during his tenure as coal secretary, anyone who had a problem with the coal ministry or any decision taken by the government. So that, he says, is completely completely routine and that he did not expect to be summoned, given the fact that he has always held and also wrote in his book that there was nothing wrong with the decision that he took to award the contract in Odisha to Hindalco. So in that sense, taken by surprise, has come as a rude shock to him that he has also been summoned as an accused in this particular case.
Right, and Sudhir, what is the exact accusation that it's been levelled against the former secretary?
Well, the decision to actually award a coal mine contract to Hindalco after a meeting between P.C Parakh and Kumaramanglam Birla of Hindalco, basically trying to allege that there was something wrong which was done, because this particular coal block was awarded to Hindalco, which was not really the decision taken by the coal ministry in the first case. But what P.C Parakh says is that it was the Odisha government which had actually recommended to the central government that this coal block in Odisha should be awarded to Hindalco, and they were actually going by the recommendation made by the Odisha government and also finding that this would be in the best interest of the country. So in that sense, he says there is nothing wrong, and the very fact that Kumaramanglam Birla met P.C Parakh in the ministry is again something which is very transparent. In fact, he questioned if he had met the industrialist somewhere outside at some hotel or some guest house, then there could be some suspicion. But here he was meeting in the coal ministry itself, in the government of India. So where is really the question of any wrongdoing done by P.C Parakh in his capacity as a coal secretary in the government?
Sudhir, thanks so much for that update. Sudhir getting us that reaction from the former coal secretary in Hyderabad, who said he's shocked to receive these court summons. In fact, former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh has also reacted to the special court summoning him as an accused in the coal scam. Here's what the former PM had to say. I'm sure that the truth will prevail and I will get a chance to put forward my case with all the facts. I have always said I'm open for legal scrutiny. Of course, I am upset, but this is part of life.